What's up YouTube, I'm Joe, you're watching my channel Ink&Iron, back with an initial impressions of this multi-tool right here, the ROXON Flex, new for 2024. This is a modular multi-tool, and this is why we have these other tools out. They're going to aid my discussion of what we have going on with this tool. This is going to be an initial impressions, so not a long-term review. Haven't even used this thing, and probably won't use it much by the end of this video, but let's get a look at the packaging. Just going to give you some sort of freeze frames here so you can read if you like. This tool has a bunch of swappable implements. I bought a bunch of those that I wanted. So yeah, we will discuss these more once I get them all unpackaged, so give me a moment. When you unpackage the tool, here's what you get. The new ROXON Flex. It is a spring-loaded plier-based multi-tool. Comes with replaceable wire cutters. We'll talk more about those in a second. Here's your plier head. Got some teeth here for nut turning. I've got pretty nice tips here. Looks like they'll pull hairs. Yep, they are fine enough to pull hairs. It does come with a pocket clip. It doesn't appear that that is movable, so it's just this one position, and I can tell because that little tab in the middle dips into the handle and there are no other holes on here. Pretty strong spring. I'd say it's stronger than any of Gerber's tools, and here's the Goat multi-tool. Yeah, the spring feels stronger, but also at the moment there are no internal tools in here. The shape a little bit reminiscent of the butterfly shape of like a Swiss tool Spirit here. Gerber also has some butterfly shaped tools. Very, very smooth finish. It's like a bead blasted steel. And then you can see here's our locking and swapping mechanism. So for the tools, you can actually eject them once they're in there and fan them out and pick what you want and then shove them back in. And then something about this lock mechanism will help us get these out. We'll talk more about that in a second. Before that, let me show you the sheath. This is the basic ROXON sheath that comes with your kit. I've seen this before. If you've seen other ROXON tools, this looks like basically the same sheath. No secondary pockets inside, just one. The instruction manual, as well as this is like a T8 Torx driver. It comes with its own little plastic case, if you can see that, as well as an extra pair of wire cutters, which is very generous. Thank you for that, ROXON. You always need extra wire cutters. So in addition to the base plier with an empty handle, you can buy additional tools. Now you can just buy this and make your own tools if you're so inclined, but that's too much work for me. So you buy these extra tools, they come like this with their own plastic cases, and then they give you the guide on how to install them. But just as a side note, they each get a little case. And this is essentially a storage case, considering all the tools are swappable. If you're not currently using them, you can keep them in one of these cases, and they don't fall out because they even have these little retaining bits here. So that's very cool. Very nice, ROXON. Very well thought out. Now that I've read the installation instructions, you are going to need this tool right here. So go ahead and slide the T8 Torx out of here. This is the installation helper. So you want to take your tool, implement, whatever you want to install from ROXON. If you're making your own, you don't have to follow this advice. Slide the little gate out of the way, take out your tool. Okay, now you can set that case aside. Hook up here. Okay, something like this. This is supposed to help us install. So right now we have a bunch of spacer tools in here. So we are going to need to grab one of these and then pull back on here, and there we go. Pop that guy out. Here's where the little installer assistant is supposed to help us. Okay, there's a little friction pad here that you're supposed to apply some pressure to. Yep. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay. Turn it to the middle. All right, there we are. So this tool is the file / depth gauge. I'll go ahead and install all my other implements. Oh, by the way, there are only 2 long implement places here. See this cutout on the handle? So your longer tools, like your my scissors here, and also my diamond file, those have to go in this long implement slot, so don't forget that. Okay, I got all the tools that I purchased installed. You can see there is a little eject mechanism. So I've got an awl on this side, as well as a serrated blade, and then a couple of spacers. I thought I bought a full complement of tools, but apparently not. And then here's a diamond file. What I did, instead of having all the tools, I just put some spacers in there. I could always add stuff later. You can buy the tools individually from ROXON. A little bit of discoloration there on the file, but feels intact otherwise. Is there anything on the edge? No, there's not. Okay, very cool. Because I can take implements out, means I can take this diamond file and sharpen up the other tools in here. That is one of the things I love about the Leatherman Surge. And now I finally have it in a tool that is more compact. So pretty happy with that. I think that's got a lot of potential. Here's a little serrated blade. I basically went with a loadout that didn't have a plain edge knife. I think I'm going to get a nice Magna Cut dedicated pocket knife. And you can thank the Leatherman Arc for exposing me to Magna Cut and how excellently the steel wears over time, and just the general performance. Like, I've been carrying the Leatherman Arc for months now, and most of the reason I carry it is the Magna Cut knife. It's just super convenient, very easy to deploy. So yeah, I'm just going to get a dedicated knife, and then my multi-tool will become my secondary blade, so hence the serrated blade on this guy. But the lockup is very solid, and then to unlock, we briefly slide this into the unlock position and close it. You do have to just flick it into the unlock position to unlock your tools and close them, it seems. Again, if you know how to do this better than me, I wouldn't be surprised. I generally do things wrong on the first go, but okay. Got a little file and depth gauge, traditional file. Things feel loose on this side. It's weird. Hear that? Might have to swap some of my spacers here, see if that solves it. But a little chisel tip scraper, a couple of wire strippers. It's a nice little implement there. And then what are these? The scissors. Let's take a look. There we go. Feels good. Not much real estate for the thumb, so over time, if you're using these all day, it's probably going to dig into your thumb pretty well, but short tasks seems to be suitable. Okay, yeah, clean cut all the way to the tip. That's good. Tips come together. That's what we want. Make sure we fold it up properly. And there we go. Besides the rattle, this feels good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that rattle for sure. Maybe we tighten down on this pivot, and we can see if they're free spinning or not. Still flopping. Oh, there we go. Okay, so these rattle around a little bit, but yeah, tightening up that pivot did seem to help quite a bit. So this is going to take a little bit of fiddling at about a $90, 90 USD price point. You know, not too bad. You're going to break in a Leatherman Wave, which is a little bit higher price point. You're going to have to definitely modify your SOG tools, which are near this price point. So I don't think this is out of the realm of acceptability here. And then further, what you're getting is a fully modular tool set. So that is hard to come by. You're gonna have to buy something like the GOAT multi-tool here if you want something just as swappable in terms of its tool set. You know, we got full-size drivers on this, and replaceable blades, S35VN blades available. So yeah, in the multi-tool realm, having this modular function is pretty rare, and I'm glad to see it cropping up more and more. Now you might think, well, it's a bit of a ripoff of the GOAT. Not exactly. It is definitely a different locking system. I am glad that the GOAT kind of unlocked other manufacturers' interest in this part of the market of fully modular tools, so I think this is going to get more and more popular. And then I believe ROXON actually said they plan on making more and more implements for this, so you know, you can buy them just off the shelf and swap them into your existing tool, or in the future, if you want to buy one, buy the handle and buy those tools all at once, and then you don't have any extra implements. This little locked and unlocked thing, I think that's to keep the tools from, deploying. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, you can lock the tools in place. I cannot push those out, and now I can. Huh, that's cool. So yeah, overall, I think this tool has a lot of potential. Oh, that spring is still very strong, even with the extra weight of some implements in the handles. So yeah, very well radiused, very comfortable. I'm going to get to using this tool, and I will get back to you with a more long-term review. But if you like this, like, sub, do the things. I've got more multi-tool reviews, fountain pens, typewriters, that kind of thing. Anyway, I've been Joe. You've been watching Ink&Iron. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.